Every time I'm out in the garden with bare feet touching the earth, I'm reminded of the old saying, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. It reminds me that gardening is such a practice of negotiating time. Part of it is the slowness. Waiting for a seed to sprout feels like an eternity. We plant tomatoes in the winter and wait for months until we can harvest a single fruit. In a soft, unfurling leaf, we see how slow the world is. And then there's the speed. Every year I miss the season for snapdragons. Poppies only flower for a brief window and then they're gone. A storm comes and damages the zucchinis. The hot sun burns at the fresh growth. In the patch of weeds creeping across the garden, we see how fast the world is. We see how all we can do is notice and remember to enjoy this moment of tending seeds and baby chickens.
To garden is to balance yourself in between these movements of time. To acknowledge the speed, but also move to the slowness. To see the beauty of the months rolling on, the seasons changing, and the years coming around. It is to see yourself as the seeds planted in the soil, slowly sprouting and growing and climbing towards the sky. But it's also to let yourself wilt and fall and bury seeds back into the soil. It is to see yourself within these cycles of time.
I probably shouldn't be teaching them how to play in the garden, but they are just so cute. The plan is that they can kind of scratch around out in that garden and not in this garden, so I'm kind of teaching them bad habits, letting them in here. But it's nice for them to have a play in the dirt, and I can protect them from any birds or predators, so it's just like a nice afternoon of gardening with little chickens. We probably need some name suggestions for them. Anastasia was saying she wants them all to be called things that are both yellow and round. So far I've come up with Marigold, Marmalade, Jupiter. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know, because they are just the cutest little bundles of joy.
Spring brings more than just new growth to the rainforest. It reawakens the soils, the birds sing loud in the treetops, and there is new life all around. The joy of baby animals joining the farm always gives us energy like nothing else. Their tiny feet, little round eyes, and boundless play brings us so much joy. Watching these tiny chickens navigate life and slowly discover the world makes us inspired in our own lives to seek joy and fun in the simplest things. The garden is an amazing teacher. It teaches us patience, it teaches us care, it teaches us resilience and growth and wilt. It teaches us to love the sun and the rain. Mostly, it teaches us to tend the garden of ourselves, to balance growth and rest and spread seeds and to grow deep roots and give our fruit outwards to the world.
There is a feeling when you just pull fresh food out of the garden like this, and it's maybe the richest, most abundant feeling in the world. I'm not sure what I'm going to have for dinner, and then I come out into the garden and I find a big bok choy and some fresh tomatoes and beans, and I think, maybe I can make them up into a little stir fry.
Cooking fresh ingredients from the garden is such a beautiful thing. As I chop this bok choy, I can hear its crunch and smell its freshness. It was in the soil just minutes ago, and soon I will eat it. This is the part of growing my own food that I'll never get over. The joy of a fresh dinner that you grew with your very own hands. Seeing a seed sprout and then grow and then flourish, and then you pick it and cook it and eat it.
Food starts decomposing the moment it's picked, and the garden always reminds me of what a privilege it is to pick it straight from the soil. There is a different taste, so much flavour and freshness. We like to grow heaps of herbs in this kitchen garden, so we can just pop out and add fresh herbs to any meal. Herbs are amazing with so much nutritional value and pretty easy to grow. We love having dill, parsley and oregano all growing so close to the kitchen.
This spring has been super dry, which means that most of the creeks are almost dry and just a little trickle. But the lake is always full, and on these hot days you'll always find us down here. Our friend Lydia has moved close by, so we're celebrating being neighbours, and we love to meet here for a cool dip on these hot days of spring. We used to play here with Lydia when we were kids too, so this routine of meeting here for a swim brings back so many childhood memories as we play like children again.
So this is my garden before. It's a bit of a mess, and I'm hoping that after a makeover it's going to be looking a lot nicer than this.
A few months ago I started the massive job of removing the weeds from this garden, and as the seasons changed, the garden has started to glow.
So me and my friend Lydia have been working on the garden a lot, and it's looking so good. I can't believe it. It was such a mess just like less than a month ago, and now it's glowing with spring. I'm so excited. But today we're going to plant lots of seeds, so I'm really excited to have a beautiful summer garden. We buy our seeds from Eden Seeds, and they're a local place that has all of these beautiful varieties of seeds, and they have non-hybrid, old traditional, open pollinated varieties, so it's really nice to plant those into the garden and respect the soils and continue these beautiful heirloom seeds. It's also good to buy local seeds from the climate you're in, because then you know that they're going to grow well in this climate. I sometimes have tried to order in seeds from different states of Australia, and it never goes well because they're often for a more cold climate and it's quite subtropical here, so these seeds are the best for us. Zinnia scabiosa here.
Each spring, the mango flowers bloom and the hundreds of trees in the food forest blossom in bright beauty. If it rains, the flowers get knocked off the tree and we don't get any fruit for summer. And for the last many years, the fruit keep getting knocked off in our heavy spring rains. But this year, it's been really dry, which is more like it's supposed to be here. We haven't had rain in weeks and the mango flowers are thriving. And slowly, tiny fruit is growing. Hopefully this means that we'll have a summer full of mangoes, which is my favourite kind of summer. We finished fencing the goats' newest paddock a few weeks ago, so most days we walk them over the farm to it. They love the new paddock, but they're so funny and they still haven't explored the whole paddock because they're too scared. They only stay on the side closest to us, and despite us trying to walk them around many times, they are still too shy to explore the whole big paddock. They always do this at first, where they're too shy to explore, but after a few weeks they'll test every part of the fence, and soon they'll learn to escape. For now though, they're just little cuties who don't want to wander too far from home.
We are finally at the stage that we've all been waiting for, and maybe it's just me that's been waiting for this stage, but I'm going to build the tarp for the roof.
I bought all of these tarps secondhand or were given them by friends, so I'm making use of a product already used and reworking it into something new. This whole project is secondhand, natural, or an invasive wheat. It feels pretty cool to create such a sustainable camper when the world of camping supplies can be very plastic and disposable. This camper is really just an experiment, so I'm still a bit concerned that after all of these months of work, the tarp will just leak or it'll fall apart on me. But I'm remembering that it's okay if it does. It's all just a fun project to test the capabilities of bamboo and create a cute little camper as I do. And I can always make changes as I go. After sewing all the sides together, I'm doing a test before I sew on all the latches. I couldn't believe how well it worked. This whole tarp has been a lot of numbers on paper until now, so this is proof that my Pythagoras, my seam allowance and my patchwork all worked. Next, I'm creating a little awning to hold out the top. So I harvested some more bamboo and I'm replacing all of the little pieces that hold up the roof with these horizontals. This is going to act as a structure to hold up the top over the bed and also the downstairs kitchen area. So even in rain, I can access all of my things down below. I sewed on all the Velcro and now it's time for the final test.
Look, I did it! It's a tent! I'm so proud! It's got all this space underneath.
I'm so excited and I can't believe it worked. Next week, I think I'm going to take it for a test and go on a little camping trip. Thanks so much to our patrons who support us on this journey of regeneration.